Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Unbearable Podcast. And today we have another episode of the Blackhawks GM mode, where we try and bring a Stanley Cup back to the Blackhawks. We had a very disappointing year last year. And before we go on to the draft interviews, we're gonna take an overview of last year and kind of the stats because, I forgot to do it last episode. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So to get us started, we're going to be looking at the point totals from our team. Wasn't anything too impressive. Pelly had the most points with 69, Kane with 68, and Bedard with 60. Just wasn't good in any aspect. We couldn't even really say it was a development year because no one really developed. It was just bad all around. I mean, McKenna did pretty good. He got 43, so I guess it just wasn't a good year. We're hoping that next year is better, but you never know. I mean, we're expecting Kane, Taves, Kopitar, Lee, all of them to retire, but who knows who's going to retire, to be honest. I have no clue because this game is interesting. Yeah, our goalies didn't do good either. We traded for Allmark halfway through the year, Blackwood. We're probably going to keep him on for a little bit just as our other goalies kind of develop and stuff. But, yeah, it just wasn't a good year, and I just want to make the playoffs so bad. Yeah, Gabriel Diango, he's obviously our franchise goalie. That's the guy who we're kind of betting on to develop over the offseason and make an NHL appearance. I think he played a couple games in the NHL. But, yeah, our AHL team did all right. It just is what it is. We just didn't do very good this year. And now, to look at, overall the whole league, we have McKinnon with 113, Matthews, Barkov, Fox, Pasternak, Draisaitl, and, yeah, just people you expect to be there. Then for goalie, or defenseman, Adam Fox, goalies, Georgiev, Saros, Demko, yeah, just like Vasilevsky, people you expect to be up there. All these goalies are getting higher up in age. I mean, they're still good, still have X factors and all that, and they're still pretty high rated. So now we'll go on to awards. The Colorado Avalanche won the Stanley Cup. Lightning won the President's Trophy. Colorado beat the Boston Bruins. And then for personal, McKinnon, Fox, Misa won the Calder. And then McKinnon, Husso. Yeah, just basically people you expect to be up here. And just the awards, it is what it is because we didn't really have anyone that did well this year because it was just a bad year. And now we are going on to the draft order, and then we will go on to... Oh, yeah. Coaching staff, we fired literally everyone. We're starting brand new. Fired everyone. It just didn't matter if you were in the AHL or NHL, you just got fired. It's just, we needed to just clean house. And then, yeah, just showing that stuff. We got the second overall pick, even though we were the worst team by far. But, second round pick is not that bad. Or a second overall pick. It's not bad. Here I show the Penguins, they're a lot better than us. Or they were a lot better than us. They were the fourth worst team. We were the first by a lot. 56 points. We took a huge step back. I don't know. We just got to get better. There's no other way to put it. We just did really bad this year. But next, going on to retirements. So, this is where we see who actually retired, if Taves retired, Kane retired. We get to see all of that. Advanced day, view retired players. And interestingly enough, Ovechkin retires, most goals. Most goals. Older people you expect to retire. And interestingly enough, as you will see, nobody from our team except for Jake Muzzin retired. So I don't know how good Taves and Kane are going to be. If they're going to be in the they're obviously going to stay in the NHL because we're not bringing them down the AHL. But Jonathan Quick retired, Bobrovsky, Elliott, Holtby, Reimer, older people you expect to retire. But nobody from our team retired. Like, it was crazy. Like, I don't know why nobody retired. Maybe they just don't want to end off in a bad year, which, I mean, shoot, fair enough. But yeah, nobody retired except for Jake Muzzin, which is interesting. But, yeah. So, now it's on to the draft interviews. And time to see who we are going to draft. And now it's time for the draft interviews, then the draft. And since we have the second overall pick, we are either choosing Lassick or Skolov or Kasanen. And so my thinking here was we needed more help defensively than offensively because we already have all of our young players on the offensive side who were struggling to get playing time, and we need more role players. But on the defensive side, we need more help. So I interviewed both of the defensemen, and going into the draft, the goal was to get the defenseman. And you'll see how that plays out later on in the episode. So right now we're interviewing Skolov, I think is his name. And just like seeing his playing style, see if he's ready for the NHL. And I mean, we weren't really going to pick him. No. This wasn't the guy we weren't going to pick. We're probably going to pick him because it says he has an X Factor. But they both have X Factor, but just he's higher up on the board and he's a gem. So but it was just like these players are kind of similar. I mean, in pretty much everything. So it was just based on who we wanted more. I mean, yeah, so now just asking the other dude about his defensive style and if he's ready to play and, all of that. And ask him if he's ready for the NHL, and he says that he feels ready to make an impact on the NHL now. And yeah, so as we go through the draft, kind of just going through the picks, and I mean, there's not really much else. We're probably going to take Skolov, because he's a gem. And he's a defensive defenseman, which I'm pretty sure we need more of. But now it's time for the draft, and I mean, yeah, we're kind of like in a win now mode for next year. We have a lot of aging players who are probably going to retire, and we need to make the playoffs now so that we can make a run because we have it's very weird because we have very young players and very old players, so. And here I was thinking we could trade back to the third pick and get some stuff. But what ended up happening was very stupid. I basically just gave the Canadians a free move up. It was just our second overall pick for the third overall pick, which, looking back on it, is very stupid. I mean, we didn't really get anything from it. They got the second overall pick. So, I mean, we weren't going to take the winger, but I mean, still, it was very stupid. I don't know why I did it. I don't know. Looking back on it now, it was like really useless because I mean, we would have taken the same players either way, but like, yeah, I don't know why I did it. I was trying to get something from them, but like, it just didn't work. They tried to get Peaky and a third round. But, I mean, I took those off and just, like, proposed a trade, and it went through. So, I don't know. That's pretty stupid, but, yeah, it happened. So, yep. Yeah. So, now the Canadians have the second overall pick, and we have the third. For what reason? I don't know. But yeah, so now it's time to just simulate the draft, see who we pick, see what happens pretty much. And they take Skolikov, which I'm pretty sure was the dude we were gonna take. So it kind of narrowed down the decision for us. But yeah, that was really stupid. Not really much I could say other than that. Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty dumb. So we got Kasanen. He's pretty good. He's a little bit better than the other dude, but yeah, it was just kind of a lapse in judgment type of thing. Not very smart. But now for the draft, it was kind of just like trying to see if there's any X factors, taking the best player available. They're probably just going to play on our AHL team, so it didn't really matter for our NHL team. So kind of just picking the best player. And yeah, the big thing when I draft is I'm trying to look for X factors because that's pretty much the only thing that matters, the X factor. So, I mean, yeah, just kind of looking. And then if I find somebody who has like a high elite or something, I'll pick them. But it's pretty much all just for X factors. So, yeah, it's not really that interesting with the draft. Just picking the best player. But I'll show you the picks, and then, yeah, that's going to be it. And we'll go to the re-signing phase. And now that the draft is over, it is now time for the re-signing phase. Hello, everyone, and it's now time for the re-signing phase, and this is gonna be interesting, because Pelly needs to re-sign. I don't know how to say his last name, needs to re-sign. Kurashev. Oh, yeah, Philip Kurashev. Reichel needs to re-sign. This is going to be interesting. Let's see if any other goalies need to re-sign, because they might. Oh, next year, Piki, Kopitar, Lee, Radish, Wait. Oh, my goodness. Wait, what? I need to see what overall everyone's at. Oh, I'm so scared. Why didn't people just retire this year? It makes no sense. Oh, Entwistle did not grow. I thought he was actually... 78's not bad. Where's Kane? Oh, I don't know. All right, let's check goalies. Does Allmark need to resign? No. The only goalie that needs to resign is this one. She's not bad. Starter. We're just going to sign these two. Well, our goalie room's already full. So we're just going to sign them to this and then not worry about the other goalies. Now time for skaters. Oh, this is gonna suck. Alright, so we're gonna sign. Where's the dude that's... Alright. I was really stupid in the draft. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, this dude's not bad. Like, he's not bad. It's just, I don't know what I was thinking, like, trading back. And I don't know. I was being not very smart. Wait, no. Who else do we want to resign immediately? Jonathan Toews, obviously, we want to resign. We'll give 1 year, 1.8. Sure. Entwistle we'll do later. Erickson, we'll do all these guys later. Kurashev, we definitely want to resign. 1 year, 2.225. That sounds good. Oh, I'm not even. All right, we definitely want to re-sign this dude. 6. We'll sign that. Might regret that later, but this guy's gonna want a lot. Oh, that's actually not horrible. I'll do 5 years, 8.6. That's actually, I thought it was gonna be way worse. Okay, that's not bad. Reichel will resign. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of boring, but stuff we gotta do. Where else? All right, that's pretty much all the people we want to resign on day 1. Yeah. So now it's time to simulate a day. Oh, all right. I thought we didn't do any coaches, but we don't have any coaches because we kind of suck. That's the big thing this offseason. We need coaches. All right. So I think this guy can go. This guy can go. Well, what's their potential? Bottom 6 and bottom or top 6D. Do we want? We'll think about it. This dude Vlasic, should we re-sign him? That's why I hate not being able to see their. We're gonna be tight on money. And Whistle. Yeah, he's gonna play on the AHL. So okay. We're going to be tight on money. Jeez. Everyone else better be asking for under $1 million. That's got to be the unwritten rule. You got to ask for under $1 million. Otherwise, we're going to have to really think about it. Yeah. So far, all of these under $1 million. That's good. This is what we like to see because we do not have a lot of money. Not at all. The coach, I didn't even think about coaches. We gotta look at that. Sheesh. We need a coach that fits, basically we're worried about Bedard, McKenna, and we're basically just worried about the top line. That's pretty much what we're worried about right now. So, yeah, we're signing everyone. That's under $1 million. Oh, I completely forgot about our draft prospects. Oh, no. How many contract spaces do we have left? Although I'm interested in the principle of the extent. Alright. Anyone who says no is just gone. It's just gone. And Whistle, we thought you were going to be good, but you can. That's all I'm going to say. We're not going to sign Ovechkin. All these guys are, really bad. So I'm not going to sign, pretty much any of them. Maybe this dude. I don't know. But this dude's 19 and he's a 54. So I don't know if I want to sign him. Yeah, he's 20, 61. No. I'm alright. Alright, so who do we want to sign? I think we're only going to sign one of these guys. And it's going to be this dude. Yeah, that's pretty much all we're going to sign. And Baumgartner. We'll sign him too. But, this was a horrible rookie class this year. I can't even lie. Except for, obviously the top, but. Alright. These guys we're going to cut, release, and then. I still want to sign Whistle. I feel like I have a connection with Whistle. Because he's been here since the beginning. So, we'll sign him. I'll go 2 years, 0.8. We'll see if he signs that. This dude, Vlasic. He's asking for over $1 million. Can't do that. We're going to release him. And then we'll see what Whistle says. All right, time to separate ways. Cool. That's fine. Now that's pretty much our free agency over. Yeah, we're going to release Whistle. Bada bing, bada boom. Go to free agency. So now it's time for free agency, and we have a contract limit warning. We only have 2 contracts to work with, so only 2 free agents can get signed. And so now it's time to look at the free agents. And we're not really trying to get any big hitters, the guys who are worth 11, 10, all that. But just looking at them is cool. Seeing what team they go to and stuff. Byram was actually not a valid choice, but a choice that we thought about. and that was just to see how much money we had, like, in the cap space. And I mean, yeah. So now it's just looking at the free agents and seeing if there's anyone we want to sign. But before that, we had to sign a coach, and we have no coaches, obviously. I was just making sure because I saw a scheme fit. But I did have the auto sign coaches on, so I had to go turn that off real quick and try and find a coach and hope that the CPU didn't offer any coaches anything, because we're trying to get a coach that fits the best with Connor Bedard, because obviously he's our future. I mean, the rest of the team, like, if they fit with the rest of the team, that's important too, but like, we're pretty much only focused on Bedard, if we're being honest. So we look at staff. They did offer one dude a contract, which was unfortunate. And it was not a dude who had a lot of fits with Bedard. So that was, like I said, unfortunate. Ryan Eastwood. But yeah, Scott Spooner is a guy we were kind of looking at, seeing if he could be the coach. And yeah, now we're just looking to see the chemistry that all the coaches have with all of our players. And the coach that we ended up going with was Spooner, but we ended up realizing that he costed way too much money in basically our whole coaching budget. So we had to try and find not better option, but an option that would be as good, I guess. But yeah, we couldn't get Spooner. He was too much money. So after we couldn't get Spooner, I decided to, look around, see if there was anybody that fit, and we found a coach, but this was just me trying to find, like, the exact coach, because I forgot his name. But we ended up going with suspense. We ended up going with Dominic Hitchens. We ended up offering him a 5-year. How much was it? 5-year, 1 point. I think it was like 12 or something. 1.22. So we ended up giving him a 1.22, and he's a B overall, so he's good, and hopefully he has room to grow. So hopefully that'll help our team. And yeah, that was it for signing coaches. And now it's time to look at free agency. And in free agency, the only two people that we got were Eric Gustafson for our defense and Morgan Geekie to kind of serve a depth role on our offense. And now it's time to see the lines for the upcoming season. And they're looking pretty good. I'm not going to lie. We had 2 +5s. We ended up moving Kane down 1 and moving McKenna up, and still had a +5. Kopitar was still an 80, so that was a nice surprise. Same with Kane. Taves was down to a 76, but he's still our captain. So, we had to keep him on the line. And yeah, I mean, our lines are looking good. A 5-5, 1-1, so that's good. Not bad. I mean, Lee's getting up there, and this is a lot. I thought it was there was going to be a lot of retiring after last year, but this year definitely is going to be a lot more retiring. Trying to just fiddle with the defense. What ended up happening was a +5, then a +0, which hopefully will be good. And yeah, so for the AHL team, I edited the lines. The AHL team doesn't really matter. I mean, just kind of looking at future people that could be in our organization. But for now, the AHL lines don't really matter. And then this was just putting Bedard and Kane on the penalty kill line, because we want Bedard to get as much time as possible, and also Kane to get a lot of time, because this is probably Kane and Taves' last year. So we want to make the playoffs, do good, so that we can give them a proper send-off. I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be the last dance. I don't know. I thought that last year, and it ended up not happening. But, yeah. So this is just editing the lines regarding the series that we're going to do. We are going to, what's today's date? Or what's today? Today's Monday, so on Wednesday we will have the first episode of the Bears franchise mode on Madden, which I'm excited to bring you guys. So that's going to be interesting. This series is going to be interesting. I'm excited to see the season for this series. But yeah, so we're going to be posting every other day now instead of every day because we did a poll on Instagram, and that's what you guys wanted to see. You guys wanted to see every other day instead of every day. So kind of helps to make better videos and stuff, but I would have been fine with every day because every day right now is good because we're just trying to grow and have as many videos as people can see. So every other day works though because I could film more videos, do more stuff like that. But yeah, these are just the lines. This next regular season is gonna be big because I think it's gonna be the first, now that we have an actual competent coach, not our last coach. I think that we're actually gonna be able to make the playoffs and do good. And I think the way we're going to record the playoffs, if we do make the playoffs, is we're going to go round by round. So that way, there's no spoilers. If our team loses, our team loses. If they win, they win. Because I don't want it to be all in one video, and if it's short, then we lose. But if it's long, it's a longer video. I think that suspense of going round by round will be good. And it'll kind of just be simulating it. If it's a close game in the third or overtime, we'll hop in the game to actually see it. I won't be playing it, but we'll do a slow time regulation or regular sim, and you'll get my live reactions. So that'll be cool. So hopefully we can make the playoffs. This is just our AHL team. Yeah, so our AHL team is kind of, we fix stuff around. I fix stuff around after the video, but yeah. So this is just a look at our AHL team. Our goalie in the AHL is a 77 overall, but he has all those X factors. Well, not all those X factors, but all those superstar abilities, not actual X factors. So we thought he was gonna grow a lot better than he actually did. He ended up not doing that, but now it's time to see the captains. We still have the same as last year. We have Taze with the C, Bedard with the A, and Jones with the A. And that's it for this video from the Unbearable Podcast. Subscribe, do all that good stuff. And next video is actually going to be The Last Dance.